You know how sometimes the most complicated looking things are actually super simple when you break them down? Well, that's exactly what we're about to do. We're going to crack open one of the most common Chinese characters and find the tiny, brilliant story that's hiding inside.
So, if you've ever dipped your toes into Mandarin, you have absolutely seen this character before. It's in the word for what? Shema. And let's be honest, at first glance, it just looks like a crazy jumble of strokes. But I promise you, it's not random at all.
In fact, it's a whole scene, a complete picture story, all packed into one single symbol.
Okay, so here's the secret. The trick is to stop looking at it as one big, confusing shape and instead see it as two simple ideas stacked right on top of each other.
And here they are. The top part, ma, means hemp plant, and the bottom part, yao, means tiny or small. So a hemp plant and the idea of tiny. I mean, what on earth could those two things possibly have to do with each other? It sounds kind of random, right?
Let's look at that top part first, ma. I want you to really picture this. It's literally a drawing of hemp fibers hanging up to dry inside some kind of shelter or roof. Just lock that image in your head, drying hemp.
And then we have the bottom piece, yao. This one's easy. It just represents something super, super small, fine and delicate, like a single little thread. So, okay, our two clues are hemp plant and tiny thread.
All right, this is the fun part. This is where it all clicks and makes perfect sense. So, I want you to use your imagination for a second. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you walk into a room, maybe an old workshop, and you see someone drawing a big hemp plant. That's our top character, Ma, right there in front of you. But then you glance down at the floor, and you see thousands of these tiny little fibers and specks falling from the plant. They're all over the place. And that's our bottom character, Ya, in action. These little bits are so small, so fine, you really can't figure out what they are. You're looking at them, getting curious. So what's the natural question that just pops into your head? You turn to the person and ask, what is this? 这是什么? And there it is. The character isn't just a word for what, it's a literal picture of the very scene that makes you ask the question, what? How cool is that?
So really, it all boils down to a simple formula, one that comes directly from that little story we just imagined.
It's this simple. You have the hemp plant, ma, you have the tiny fibers, yao, and when you put them together, that image creates the confusion that leads you to ask the question, what? Giving us the character ma.
It's so clever, right? And the best part is, once you see that little story playing out, you can never unsee it. That character is now locked in your brain forever.
And really, this isn't just about one character. It's a whole new way to look at an entire language. So the next time you see a character that looks really intimidating, don't just see a bunch of lines. Stop for a second and ask yourself, what's the story hiding inside?